After coming out in 2009, Bitcoin slowly but surely sparked the $1.7 trillion industry that is now cryptocurrency, and this also led to the birth of Bitcoin mining. And Bitcoin mining isn't as easy as you think. A little over a year ago, I tried mining Bitcoin for the very first time on a $400 desktop computer my dad bought me for Christmas. After mining 24 hours a day, 7 days straight, I got a grand total of, you guys ready? $2.22. I probably would have lost money if my parents weren't paying the electric bill. To learn how to succeed in Bitcoin mining, I decided to confront the most successful person in the industry I know, who runs a Bitcoin mining warehouse valued at over $20 million. And I met the guy from TikTok. What is up, everyone? Today I have a special video because we came all the way out to Iowa to check out a Bitcoin mining facility, and I'm here with the owner, JP Baric. I'm honestly excited to check this place out, and I got some questions before we do, because
let's do it.
It seems kind of cool. You mentioned that you first got into this space because you bought Bitcoin in 2013, correct? For
That's
$70
correct.
each.
$70 of coins when I bought my first Bitcoin in high school.
Did you see anything in Bitcoin, or did you just kind of like Bitcoin? Like, why'd you buy it?
For me, I was like, this money is not backed by government. It's backed by math and energy. It can't be fucked with.
And you sold out of that Bitcoin in 2016?
I sold it over time. Like, I basically traveled all of end of high school and college on my Bitcoin. So I went to Spain, went to South America, all from just selling my coins and not having to work a job, which was super nice.
If you don't mind me asking,
I mean,
how much money did you like roughly make off like the 20 Bitcoin you bought?
I don't remember the exact amount of the 20 Bitcoin, but there was days where I made like 20 grand trading in like 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay, well, now time for dinner, right? Like,
you were making a lot at a young age. Like, were you thinking about like just buying like a Lamborghini or something? Or?
For me, I was like wanting to get a Lotus at one point, but then I already bought a car and I was like, hey, you know what? I like my Lexus. It's fine. It's a nice sports coupe. But it was more important for me to travel, to enjoy experiences with friends, to spend a lot of money on like dinner or nice hotels and less on buying physical items.
And then like you eventually used the money you made with like Bitcoin to fund like a mining facility?
Exactly. So the first money I had, I put into the business, grew it, hired people, funded the business, bought Bitcoin miners, and now scaled up to where we are today. This year we did over $20 million in revenue, or last year we did over $20 million in revenue, and we have over 2,000 Bitcoin miners running this operation.
How much did like this facility cost?
If you count all the machines in here, you're probably close to $20 million now.
$20 million. Cool. Well, I really want to check it out, so let's go
check it out.
Cool. To start the tour off, we checked out some pods outside the warehouse full of supercomputers.
They come out of Canada. We have like 24 more of them on order, and there's 24 here today, and they're all over.
Oh my gosh.
This one's just getting done, so it's really messy in here, but you can go check it out.
This is so cool. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. It was hard to film in the pod due to noise, but each of the 80 machines inside make $21.67 per day. That's a total of $1,733 daily, and let's just say he's got a few pods.
Oh my God. I'm printing money every day.
Yeah. So did you get started Bitcoin mining like on a smaller scale before you like bought a whole ass warehouse, or did you like just go straight to like the huge warehouse?
So my first operation at scale was a 300 GPU purchase of R9 390 graphics cards mining Ethereum in actually an old clothing factory where we were a tenant and someone else was running the facility and we were just one of the people running.
You just had your machines in there.
Exactly.
Okay, and then you slowly scaled up. So it took a long time to like get to your own warehouse.
Since 2016 to about 2018 was then the first warehouse that I got. That was my own warehouse.
JP continues to expand his operation since he just bought more pods to fill up with miners. So next up, we're gonna check out some of these pods. They don't have Bitcoin miners in them yet, but you're working on it?
Exactly, we're working on it. These will all be installed in March.
Okay.
So you can see we ran the Ethernet, and this is where the machines sit. We'll clear out the snow, we'll move the pods about 10 miles away and connect 8 of them together. So 8 pods together in one switchgear, which is what puts the power through this. So if you look up here, you can see these bars. The power actually flows through these bars. Let me touch it because it's not energized, but and that's how the energy moves. So there's no wires, just through the electrical bars. It's called a bus bar.
Get more miners because your warehouse is pretty full.
It's
so it's
full.
Nice to have like all these little cubbies. It's smart. I didn't even know you had this.
Each one of these pods is about 70 grand.
Really? Okay.
48 of them, you can do some math.
Yeah, I had no idea like it was this expensive because like from your videos you were like the land alone, like it cost like $1 million for like the land, right?
Well, everything here. The land is only 30, 40K.
Okay, so the land is the price of like 3 machines.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's life though.
This isn't actually your first facility, you told me. I thought this one was like the first one you ever bought, but you've kind of bought and sold them, right?
That's right. So I've started my first facility in 2016 in North Carolina. We've worked with the Sacramento Kings to build a facility in their actually underneath their arena. We've worked with solar farms in California to use their solar energy. We've even worked with a plant in North Carolina that used the tires, melted them down to make energy to then mine crypto.
That's
so
crazy.
Crazy how we're making energy, finding these unique ways to make anything turn into electricity so we can just make money out of it with Bitcoin mining.
Like how many facilities are you up to now? Because I know you've bought and sold
right around 12 to 13 facilities.
Really?
That we've done and completed and have either bought, sold, or managed.
So this is the current only one you have?
The current one we're focused on building and scaling.
Yeah, you're working on another one, correct?
That's right. So we're working on another one that's going to be 80 megawatts or roughly 10 times bigger than this one.
That's hard for me to imagine because like that's probably very expensive. You're now getting investors involved and stuff.
Exactly.
Which is kind of like helping you scale more.
And that building and project will be roughly $240 million.
Next up, to continue the tour, we took a look inside JP's massive warehouse. So now that we're inside this facility, I want to show you guys first things first. They've literally got a Breaking Bad van right here. JP told me that they used to put Bitcoin miners in this actual van, but they don't do it anymore. It's literally empty now.
These are old machines that maybe ran in 2017, and they used to run maybe up to like 2019.
How long does like a machine last usually?
About 4 years.
4 years?
So these are all new ones that'll get boxed up over the next day or two.
Okay.
So each one of those is ready to go. Each one of these is ready to go.
So we're going to the hot aisle apparently, where it's like super hot from all the mining.
Okay, into the hot aisle.
Oh my gosh, it's warm. It's really warm in here. It's so loud.
So each one of these fans right here, this big one, is about $5,000.
What do these do?
They exhaust the heat, right? So it's all about moving the heat out. So the motor on this fan probably weighs like 2,000 pounds.
While exploring the Bitcoin mine, I got to talk to some of JP's employees. How long have you worked here?
Since the week before Halloween.
Oh, so not too long.
Not too long.
How is it working at a Bitcoin mine?
It's pretty awesome to be honest. Like,
really?
I get to work with my hands, but I also get to work with my brain. I definitely am leaps and bounds ahead of where I was 3 months ago. So,
you personally a Bitcoin holder?
I wasn't until Christmas when the boss gave everybody $100 worth of Bitcoin, and I totally caught the bug. I've got about $800 in it right now.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. So now that we toured the facility, first of all, absolutely crazy. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life, but I gotta ask you, like, this seems very expensive to run. I gotta know, like, roughly how much money do you spend on electricity to, like, run these machines?
Roughly, our past electric bills have been over $225,000 per month for the electricity.
$225,000 a month, and then, like, obviously, how much money you make depends on the price of Bitcoin. So
exactly.
Lately, this facility
roughly makes about $1 million a month in top line revenue.
Okay, so I also noticed that like around us, there's a bunch of windmills. Does that lower your cost of energy at all? Because you said that this place is located on like a windmill energy farm.
Yeah, so you can see the windmills around here. And the windmills generate power for the local grid. Okay. We don't actually get wind power directly, but it is on the grid right next to us, and so it does affect and make our energy rates lower because renewable energy doesn't have a fuel source.
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of lowers your cost a little bit.
It helps with the cost.
And it's still 200 grand a month. That's actually crazy.
Exactly.
Now that we've toured the Bitcoin mining facility, you guys are probably wondering, Will, are you going to get into this space, or how can you even get started Bitcoin mining without being a millionaire? I asked JP this exact same question when I went to visit him in Iowa, and he let me know that to be profitable in Bitcoin mining nowadays, you gotta spend at least $5,000 on mining equipment. It kind of sucks, but the days of mining substantial amounts of Bitcoin on a regular computer are over, and nowadays, if you want to be successful in the industry, you gotta spend thousands of dollars on GPUs. For this reason, just because Bitcoin mining is so expensive to get into, I've decided not to move forward and try it, just because in the next couple weeks, I'm actually starting another passive income side hustle where I buy a car to rent out on Turo. That's going to cost me at least $5,000, so I'm not really trying to spend another $5,000 on top of that right now, but who knows, maybe in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to drop a like if you made it to the end, and also check out the socials of JP Finance Unfolded, and of course my editor John. They'll all be linked down below in the description because they made this masterpiece of a video possible. Peace out.